Welcome back, good people, for another edition of Kingdom Conversations, man. And we're just out here getting it in for the 4th season once again, and we're just excited to still be doing this. And the thing I keep saying is we don't run out of shortage of topics. I think that is the problem with most people in their podcasts, is they don't just have stuff to talk about, but we always got something to say. Maybe wrong, maybe right, but we always got something. Listen, I know I got thoughts and opinions on pretty much everything. They're not all as important because I get to be Huey P. Newton all the time, but I don't know how that happens. But
Huey P. and the angry preacher.
That essentially, yeah, that is. We're gonna have to. Sure.
Let's talk about it.
Listen, I mean, I agree that there's a quote that's like, to be. Essentially, the quote is, to be black in America is to be in a perpetual state of anger. But I would just say to be in America is to be in a perpetual state of anger. There's always something to be upset about. I can't relate here. I'm sure you can't, but you're not out here Huey P-ing or being an angry preacher. You just out here trying to float on, vibrate.
Let's go to work.
But if you got strong opinions, man, there's always something to be strong.
I have strong opinions.
Hey, if you want to be on the show, just inbox us, text us, call us.
Speaking of, there are a few people that I have been in conversation with, and they want to come up, so we have to make time. And
how many people we talking? We talking like 6, 8, 30?
Right now it's like 2 or 3.
Oh, okay. They already. I know one of them made a time.
Yeah, man. I told him what we needed for him to come on the show, and he was diligent. He put all the notes in.
Now are they physically talking about, like, physically being here, or they don't be remote? Because we can do remote, people.
Yeah, I mean, we'll talk to them and see what they got.
The only reason why I'm asking, because I'm like, the more people we keep having on the show, it's like, man, we might have to
get a building.
We might have to get an actual space or something.
Get a building. Yeah.
We just use a spot.
I did see a couple spots.
We got a spot.
Well, they do have like podcast studios.
I need to
where you can go in and just
commercial property. Anyway, I'm just joking. What do you say?
Mm-hmm. Anyway,
let's go to work.
So as always, man, every single week, I'm Alan.
Yeah. This your boy Twine. If you know, you know. Ask me about my podcast, man. You know what time it is, man. Watch your mouth. Yeah. Do. Hop out the fan like.
I thought he made it.
He should have played that sound, bro. That sound.
You wanted the sound.
Hey, and I love it. I don't see nothing wrong with it. Hey, Mr. Calvin, what's going on, man? Who are you?
Your friend, your mentor, Calvin D.
Calvin D. Smooth Jazz 102.1. He's so smooth with it. Anyway, what's the topic for today?
It's your topic.
No, it's not my topic.
It's not his topic. It's my topic. Okay. But he put all the notes on it. So once I give y'all the topic,
2 minutes
he gonna be hosting because he put all the notes on there. So I don't know where he was going.
Here we go. So hey, this ought to be interesting.
The topic is, and it's just something that jumped in my brain. And the topic was, you can't, as much as you may want to, you really can't be there for everybody. You cannot. You can. It would be to your own. Anyway, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see what the notes are, because I didn't. These are not my points, right? So, but you can't be there for everybody. That's the thought we want to start with today, because everybody always wants to try to be there for everybody, be there for every movement. You can't be there for everybody. Go ahead.
So before you get started, why do you feel like that? Because you came up with the topic, but he came up with the notes, and I see his notes. Yeah. So I know where he coming from, I think, but I'm about to find out. But what triggered that?
So what was it? It was essentially, I was at the gym, as I come up with a lot of topics at the gym because I'm just sitting there with the music pounding, and I get to
get them premium pumps in.
Premium 100-pound dumbbell pumps. You know what I'm saying? 100-pound dumbbells. Ask somebody. And I was sitting there and I was just like, man, so many times people are going through things, and because right now, unfortunately, in this season that we are in our lives, there are a lot of people passing away around us. And specifically talking about like me and my wife, but I mean, just in the larger spectrum, there's a lot of people passing away, and it's like I emotionally, at this point, I cannot be there, like at everybody's funeral. I cannot emotionally do it. I just can't do it. I've been to in less than the last year. I think I've been in 3 or 4 funerals, and I'm like, I can't go to another one, not this year. Unless there's no other choice. So like if you a friend out there on the fringe, so to speak, like I cannot, I don't have it to mourn with you currently.
Okay.
That's where and in addition to that, that's where I think it came from, is I just don't have it. If you don't have it to give, then why are you trying to give it?
Okay.
Now, some people you can't get around it. Like if it was uncle, aunt, I'm just gonna have to, deal. But if I haven't talked to you in 37 years,
that's what Facebook is for.
Man, stop it. Go ahead.
that is what Facebook is for.
Go ahead. All right, so then
that's what it was. If you don't have it to give, you just can't be there for everybody. Right. As much as you may want.
This is going on a whole deeper level.
When I saw the topic, I did think about how when you try to be there for other people, sometimes it can become an imbalance.
Okay.
And for sure,
you start neglecting things. You start your personal things that you have going on. You may feel as if, you have to be there for everybody, so you neglect everything on your behalf as far as your personal life and what you're doing or trying to do. So you put everything that you're doing on hold because you're trying to be there for everybody else. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yep, makes sense.
That's what I thought about when I saw this topic, and in doing so, I thought to myself, that's unhealthy. I don't like it.
Right.
Well, first of all, I was that guy.
Mm-hmm.
I may not have been able to give all I can, like on different levels. I was able to give, like my time and my energy and just being supportive and all, like everything I was supposed to do. But at the same time, I was neglecting my own personal things that I was going through.
Yeah.
Like I would smile. I would make everybody around me laugh and joke, like be happy or whatever. But inside, I was neglecting my own personal things that I needed help with. Mm-hmm. So that's where I was going.
That makes sense too. I mean, it really all comes from the same place. It comes from either a mental, emotional, spiritual exhaustion.
Yeah. That
you have to go and be recreated on.
That's all. That's all I had. And then, I mean, if you want to dig a little deeper.
Go ahead, because I'm waiting for these
notes.
Yep.
Okay, well, good. Let's dive into it. I've already touched on the first one. Sometimes being there for others means you can't be there for yourself.
Yeah.
So, your own health might deteriorate because you out here trying to help everybody else. You ain't getting the time and sleep that you need in life because everybody calling you all throughout the day or whatever. And now look at you, you're tired.
Right.
And you're run down, you're beat.
Right. But there's a magic word.
What happened?
It's a magic word. Nobody ever taught y'all that magic word.
Rest?
Is it 2 letters?
What?
Yeah.
No.
See, look.
People have a really hard time with that. There's a whole book been written about how to tell people no.
Hey, listen.
Not the Kangs.
What? Once you've been exhausted, on all those different levels, you learn that word.
You do.
You learn it out of a self-care type.
Eventually.
Yeah, because you, like you said, you wear yourself out and you tired of going to cook for everybody. You tired of going to help everybody move. You tired of go do this at this place, then go here, do this that place, and then get up, go to sleep, be here for everybody else, and then go get the kids and everybody.
Tell them I ain't got it, dog.
Then go to work. Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah, the answer is no.
I recall, and I remember, I learned this far earlier than like my, but I was going to a church, right? Mm-hmm. And I essentially was doing everything except preaching the message. Mm-hmm. And I remember, it was like going to church was like going to work.
It is going to work.
And sometimes I'd be so glad that we were fellowshipping somewhere else, because it's like, then I can just go and be.
But people don't know that life. A lot of people don't see that perspective of church.
What I think the problem is that it's that inability to say no. It's wanting to, and so they do it in every area of their life. They do it in everything.
But see,
I'm
this is
supposed
why
to do this because God told me.
All right,
I was doing the same thing in business. I was setting up the meetings. I was DJing the meetings. I was hosting the meetings. I was presenting at the meetings. And then eventually I was like,
but see, that's the thing.
And then it caught him by surprise, because when I stopped DJing, like, it was abrupt. It was just like, hey, I'm leaving this here. Y'all need to find somebody else to do it. And they were like, "Oh, you're not? Nah, no, I'm done with that."
No, I'm sure. No, but that's because he got fed up.
I gave him warning.
He and that's what I'm saying.
I told him. I said, y'all need to find somebody else. Like, I've been doing this. Y'all need to find somebody else to do this.
Out of there.
No, man, because
then I was just like, all right, y'all got it, whatever.
Like you said, God told me to do it. Okay, God told them to do it. They will have the energy to do it. But when you don't have the energy, tolerance, or patience for stuff, it's not your responsibility, unless it is. But if it's not yours to carry, you won't have the energy.
What you mean? You said unless it is.
Unless it is. Unless it's your responsibility, unless it's something you've been giving, unless it's something that's been placed on you to carry, you don't have the energy for it. You won't. You will sit there and look at it, you'll be like, nah, bro. Nope. You'll be lethargic about it.
Yeah.
You won't have the energy for it. So I know, okay, well, I've learned that. Okay, that's not for me.
Got it.
I don't have the energy for it. I could try. But I will let you know.
Okay.
I learned that magic word a while ago. Hey, nah.
I've also learned, what I thought about with you can't be there for everybody is that everybody is not deserving of your help.
And that's deep. That's tough. Now, how do you determine, there you go, how do you determine if somebody deserves your help?
Okay. I would say based upon the person's actions that you're trying to help. For example, if I help you, okay, and you appreciate it and we move on, but you continuously do something that puts you in the same situation that you need the same help in every single time, then I need to remove myself from the equation so you can learn. There's something that you have to learn that you're not learning. But if I keep on helping you doing the same thing over and over again with no change, then it's time for me to separate myself.
Because I want to play the devil advocate, but I can't even do it. I can't even do it with a straight face. 'Cause I'm that guy. Oh, you did it again? All right. I don't know, man. So how many times do you think you should try before you stop?
I'm not falling for the mouth shot because we already had this conversation offline. We're not doing that.
Well, for the listeners, help the listeners because they feel like some people do understand that you can't be there for everybody. Some people do try to exert so much energy into helping other people so much.
Okay,
and they see the pattern, like you said. They see the constant. Okay,
no, keep on helping them. No, keep on helping them.
Keep on helping them.
Become the crutch.
The enabler.
Thank you, because I couldn't say it.
So you're saying by you helping them constantly repeat the same destructive behavior or pattern that they're in, you're helping them to do it.
Why not? That's how. I mean, that's my perspective. Yeah. If y'all see it different, please inform me, because I don't mind being wrong. But if I am wrong, I would like to get some kind of correction. So those type of people
don't deserve your help. Oh my goodness, they don't deserve your help.
No, I mean, I'm not going to be cold and callous about it. I'm gonna just slowly fade into the darkness from which I've came. I was just gonna fall. I'm just gonna fall back.
Help you to help me,
and that ties into everybody's not deserving of your help. Because if you're not putting in the energy to help yourself, then why should I? So it's easy for me to say no, because if I've tried I tried to the best of my ability to help and be there. Let's just say to be there for someone. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. But I've noticed the more I am there for that someone, it gets worse and worse. I mean, nothing gets better; it gets worse. So, what am I supposed to stay there in that environment and drain my spirit, my soul to non and void just because I'm trying to be there for somebody?
But is that a principle that applies in every situation?
Yes. I don't care what it is.
So it's just a generalized principle. So really, if somebody's not helping themselves, anything,
all that,
relationship, all of it.
All of
if
it.
They're not helping themselves.
All of it.
You don't help them.
Am I not? Can y'all hear me?
Can you hear me out there?
Hello? Because apparently he is your headphones. Turn his headphones up in the left ear.
So I can't.
That's just from me though.
So personally. if I have a loved one, friend, whatever, having a relationship problem, they're in the constant pattern of this is a destructive relationship.
Yeah.
It's just bad.
Uh-huh.
And they're not helping themselves.
Okay.
I shouldn't help them.
No, you can help them. You know how you can help them?
How can I help them?
Do you like the results?
But what if they keep doing it? What if they keep doing it?
They must like the results.
Oh. So I shouldn't help them.
No, you can help them. This is how you help them. Hey,
you point at the results, point at what they're getting.
That's a positive though. That's not really a negative thing. Like,
right,
so for sometimes when you're there for somebody, be there for that person. Don't be no yes man or just the person that's like just shaking your head yes and going along with the program. Right. Be that conscious that they don't have. Be like, hey, this is the situation. This is what you have. Make them look at reality.
Yeah.
Make them just understand, hey, or try to help them understand, because people like to be, they like to be stuck in the mud for whatever reason because of some psychological or whatever issue. But if you help them trying to be there for someone, at least bring whatever they got into the light so they can have a better understanding. Mm-hmm. That's how you can help somebody. That's how you can be there for somebody as far as helping them get the help that they need. Give them the resources. Hey, man, I got some peoples. I got a resource if you want to have, talk to somebody, blah, blah, blah. That's how you can help somebody and be there for someone, but not be there and just be enabling them and just not encouraging them to maybe change their ways. For example, you could be there for somebody when somebody go to the doctor and they tell that person, hey, you might want to change your diet. Hey, you might want to go do some exercise, because if not, your health is deteriorating.
Right.
But you see them every day eating Rice Krispie treats and Twinkies and sodas and cookies and all this other stuff. So if you want to be there for somebody, hey, what your doctor say, man? What you doing? Come on, man.
Yeah.
That's how you can be there for somebody.
Yeah, hold them accountable.
Hold them accountable.
But people don't like to be held accountable.
Oh, not at all.
Don't nobody want to be held accountable.
And that's why I say everybody does not deserve your help. Boom. Thank you. I appreciate you for that. Thank you for setting up that put it right in the rim. Out of you, baby.
All right, so loving from a distance or caring from a distance.
Sometimes
how does that look?
How does it look?
How does that look?
Oh, this is so personal. I'm gonna try not to put no names out there, but
all right. So, but give me an example of how do you handle somebody from a distance.
Okay. Well, thank you for asking that question. It's a great question, first of all. Being there for somebody and at a distance, or loving somebody from a distance, you sometimes have to do that because the person that you're dealing with, they are not trying, like that person you mentioned that's they're in a cycle of repetitive destructive behavior. Anything you say to them, everything you say to them is contradictory to what they want to do. But you're trying to be there for them, but you can't really be there for them if you a person that's a stand-up person that's like, yo, unless you change your ways, I can't really be in your space.
Yeah.
So you give them the space they need. You love them from a distance. Let them, hey, if you want to talk, I'm here for you. My line is always open to you. I don't care what time of day it is. Holler at your boy. If you need something within my power and my reach, then I'll do the best. I'll do the best that I can.
Okay, so I got one.
But I'm not gonna go out my way.
I'm gonna give you one. What if you have somebody else telling you to get involved with somebody else's problem? For example, let's say I have my brother. Let's say his son's having a problem. So my brother would tell me, hey, talk to your nephew because XYZ. How do you handle that?
What you mean? You talk to the nephew. What do you mean?
Even if they're in the pattern of destructive behavior.
Then that's when we get into loving from a distance.
But they have somebody else telling you, hey, you should come get involved.
You know what? I'm glad you said that.
Hey, yeah. See? So, hey, you come get involved with that person because I said something. Now you do it.
No. Absolutely not. I tell you what, me and that other person, for example, me and my brother gonna have a conversation first before I have a conversation with a nephew.
Moving around here, guys. No, I get it. Go ahead.
First of all, if there is an issue and I'm the third party, I'm gonna have questions of why you're not handling your business. Let's be real.
Old church quiet now.
No, don't be quiet. Follow me. Sock it to me. Good job, Fonzo. So my question to that person, like, okay, what are you doing or what have you done to help this recycled, repetitive, destructive behavior? Because you're the first line of defense right now. So if it got through to you and it got to me, then me and you need to have a conversation about how can we strengthen this and how can we get this better. How can I help you to help him? That's how you deal with that.
I like it.
That's how you deal with it.
I like it.
Because you getting involved after the fact, non and void.
No
Null and void, excuse me.
No good.
Because at that point, it's already out of control. Why didn't you, like, if you really wanted to help, then why didn't you contact me when it was just starting up? You gonna hit me up on the back end of it? Now I'm supposed to fix all the problems that you couldn't fix? Man, get out of my face, man.
Look, the problem for me is,
I'm sorry. I didn't.
That was. Hey, go ahead. That's
when if you ask me to talk to somebody, you assume you know what I'm going to talk to them about anyway.
Can I
go ahead?
So with that, also, thank you for saying that. They already know what to expect. If you coming to me for help, you are ready for the gloom and doom. You are ready for destruction. You are ready for the complete mental and physical breakdown of the situation. Because I am going to handle it. It's not going to be the way you want to do it because you're emotionally involved and attached to it. Me, I don't have that. So when you get me involved, it's going to be a problem. You might not like me after the fact because I did what. Let's just move on. Let's move on.
And that's what I'm saying. Like don't, for me, it's like, don't assume you know how, especially if you in the example that you use, like if somebody you want me to talk to this child because you've talked to him and that hasn't worked out or whatever, like you don't. First of all, you never seen me in that environment, so you don't know what I'm gonna do. Because more than likely, I'm not much of a. I don't tell people anything. What I do generally is I ask people questions to lead you in that direction so that you tell yourself.
I remember having a conversation with Alan. He wouldn't tell me what to do, but he would just ask a lot of questions.
I ask a lot of questions because look, because my thing is your life is your life.
Yep.
And I don't want to be the one that gives you bad information, and now you out here running 1,000 miles an hour in the wrong. Yeah, exactly. Like 404 error. Yeah, exactly. So I don't want to be that person because I know that for me, I don't want somebody to do that to me.
Got it.
Give me resources, ask me questions, help me to think about what it is that I'm doing, going through, or whatever. Now you can ask pointed questions, and that's what I usually ask pointed questions. So I ask specific questions like, okay, that's happening. Okay, well, what do you think you should do about that? Mm-hmm. Okay, well, why do you think is that your only option? Is that where do you see yourself headed if you keep doing what's going on, instead of saying you're gonna be in jail, your mama gonna be in jail, your daddy gonna be in jail, everybody gonna be in jail? I don't do that.
Caught me off guard.
I know, right? See, exactly. So I don't. So that's, generally for me, like if you assume, because you said, well, this is what I told my child, and I need you to tell them the same thing. No. Not this one. Not him. I need, because my thing is, at the end of the day, I need you to think.
Yeah.
I need you to be able to think. And but whatever.
Okay. To answer your question, to be clear, when it comes to being there, loving from a distance, sometimes when you're in it, you become the problem. Mm-hmm. That's why you have to remove yourself and love them from a distance. Still show the same, to an extent, the same level of concern and love and letting them know you're there. But by removing yourself, some people have to go through it. Some people have to hit the bottom to realize, maybe the information I was given wasn't so bad.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
I like it.
I mean, I've even done that in business. Somebody wanted to do something their way. Like, okay, well, listen, you're probably going to fall flat on your face. But when you do, I'll still be here.
Hit your boy up.
You know what I'm saying? Come on back.
Yeah.
Come on back around. You want to do it your way? Great. Okay. I understand. Let me tell you how that's going to go. Now, in those cases, I do tell you, like, this is what I experienced. I usually do it from a story. Like, this is what I experienced. This is what happened to somebody else when they did that. Mm-hmm. But once it happens to you, because I've seen it enough times, come back to your boy. I'll be right here.
Got you.
If they come back. It's on you if you come back.
That's true.
Ain't on me at that point. I have extended myself. Thought I was gonna say the olive branch, but no, I try to keep it unknown what I'm gonna do. I try to be spontaneous.
So with boundaries, so you set boundaries in dealing with people that, or do you have boundaries for helping people? Limits, lines. Like, I will help you up until here. I would do this. Do you have those kind of boundaries set in life to say, okay, I will only help these people. I will only do this.
No, I don't have. When it comes to being there for people, I'm there for the people who need me. So I don't have a boundary as far as who I would help in particular, as far as a certain category. However, I am very mindful of the help that I give, if that makes sense. Because I feel as if I'm there for you, then we're moving in the right direction. We have similar mindsets to where, okay, that I'm not going to be your crutch. Mm-hmm. So we're kind of help build each other up versus holding each other up, mm-hmm. or holding each other back.
Right.
When it comes to setting boundaries, I'm all about building as far as being there with others. So if we're not building, you know what? Then that is a boundary. So in thinking about what I'm saying, that is a boundary. So if we're not building, then you might not see a lot of me. No, not
you
Mike.
won't see.
You won't see. You won't see a lot of me.
You won't see.
You won't see a lot of me. Yeah. So I do set boundaries because at the end of the day, I have to protect my energy. I have to save my energy for those that that really need it.
Yep.
Yep.
That's my big thing. My thing is I set a clear boundary and expectation of who I would and who I wouldn't help.
So how do you prioritize that?
Basic, very basic. Family, friends, then close friends. That's pretty much how I prioritize my help. Mm-hmm. I would do a lot for family. Mm-hmm. I would do a lot more for a close family, if that makes sense. Just because they blood don't mean they family. Yeah, that's the way I am. That is the way I am.
I'm not
just because we
out loud.
We I don't mind. I like it. You talking to the right one. Because I really believe, I have a lot of cousins and family and stuff like that. I keep in contact with the cousins I grew up with, so I'm naturally closer to them. Mm-hmm. So yes, I would do more for them. Mm-hmm. I know them. I know their life. I know their family, in-laws and stuff like that. Brothers, close. They're close. I keep in regular contact, so I know what's going on in your life.
I got what you're saying.
Yeah,
but
so and I understand that's why I'm explaining.
Yeah.
So the ones that's on the outside of the fringes of the relationship bond, you will get a level of help. Hey, Calvin, I need you to come pick me up from the airport. Cool, I got you. Hey, Calvin, I need $10,000 to go do this. I doubt it. That's enough. I don't know your life. I don't know you doing. No, I'm not doing it. All right. So anyway, friends, I do the same thing. Yeah, look at your phone. If you ever wonder about Calvin Hill, if you ever wonder, and
talk about it.
People think this is crude of me, and I don't. I think it's just my boundary, and I'm comfortable with it. If my phone number doesn't show up on your phone after working hours, that should let you know the bonds of our relationship. I'm like that, yes sir.
Hot,
yeah, because I don't spend a lot of time chasing people, and I don't want people to spend a lot of time trying to chase me. Mm-hmm. I live on a schedule. I have very organized routines and lifestyle that helps me keep my boundaries. So if you can call me at any given moment, I'm gonna come and get you or do what I need to do for you. That's the extent of our relationship. You cannot have that kind of relationship with everybody because, like you said, people will take advantage. They will drain your energy. They will drain your resources for you trying to do what you do and be a nice guy. You got to understand, I am that. So that's why I don't let everybody in. Because once I know I call you my friend, I just use that word alone. Once I say you're my friend, that means Calvin Hill is available to you any given moment because I consider you a friend.
I'm glad you said that because I got a few things that I got to do after the podcast. I'm gonna need you.
Hey, people should do that though.
Speaking of that, I got a shit I need to take down at some point.
yeah, but that's what I would do it.
Yeah,
but that's what I'm saying. In that Facebook friend list, that don't count. People really use that as those my really I got 2,000 friends. No, you don't.
I don't care about none of those numbers, man.
But some people do.
I understand they do, and
that's not reality.
Good for them.
Yeah, I can see you caring about the numbers if you're trying to like be an influencer,
build
or something.
Like
that. If you're trying to build something. But outside of that, man, whatever. Man.
Hey,
on a personal level, I'm not.
But
really
that's what I'm talking about, and that's
you.
why I leave friend at a certain. That's a boundary for me.
Yeah, and priorities.
That's how I set my priorities.
Yeah, I would say that I hate it. Well, let me just say this. I'm now in my latter years of life. Mm-hmm.
You're not 60, bro. Like, what?
Yeah, he is in the latter years. This is the gold. I ain't mean it like that. I ain't mean it like that. I was saying it like,
darn it.
Man.
But social media, man, I swear.
The crazy thing is he ain't even that young. Like you're like 10 years younger than him.
I love it.
Anyway.
I have a more when it comes to immediate family, I'm good. But anything other than that, I have a business mindset when it comes to being there for others. As far as you saying being there for family, things of that nature. Like if you outside the circle, then my mind is on a whole different tier group, if that makes sense.
It's transactional or?
Not even transactional. It's just like, okay, what I'm a thinker, bro. So I'm thinking already before a conversation with somebody that's asking me for me to be there for them. I'm calculating in my head that all the angles and what is.
See, and that's part of the issue. If I have to go that far into my thought process about a friend, you're not my friend.
That's why I said outside.
Yeah, outside, and that's not my concern.
Okay, all right.
I do what I can.
No, I mean, listen.
Alan, look, you talking to the wrong one.
I mean, it depends. So here's the thing. My thing is, look, I'm going to do, if I know you, you just get varying levels of what I can do. Like if you're a close friend, there's probably not a limit. Like, you need me to show up and bring a pizza to the house.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
I was like, all right, I got it. Whatever.
I got an emergency. I got to feed the kids. Take a pizza all the way across town.
So I was like, I was willing to do it. Hey, whatever.
I shout out to him.
Or hey, if something happened, you like, yo, hey, we need to go pop the trunk. All right.
I ain't popping the trunk with everybody.
Exactly.
I ain't robbing the bank with everybody.
Well, I ain't robbing the bank with nobody.
Right, but that's my point.
But if somebody
I don't know
has,
what they're talking about.
I lost all my guns in a boating accident.
Daggone right.
But if you're a close friend of mine and you call, I'm gonna do what I can. I'm probably not gonna ask. I mean, I might ask a question or two, like you ain't try this. But it ain't gonna be a whole lot of questions, and right. if it's so that's just what it is. But as you get further and further away, like if I ain't had a call or a text from you in like a year, and you like, hey man, I need no, you probably don't. Let me give you some resources. Let me give you some resources for you to because like I don't even know why you in it. Like I don't know why you're in this situation, and that comes from somebody who's our house has been the house of refuge since we've been here, right? People at different times have stayed here, sometimes paid, sometimes free, but have stayed here because it's like we got the space, and if we can be a help to somebody, we gonna be a help to somebody. We ain't gonna be a help to everybody.
Y'all so nice. I love y'all.
So it's like
shout out to Janine.
Shout out. But people, generally, like I said, I'm gonna do what I can. But if I don't know that it would be reciprocated, I don't know that I'm gonna overextend myself for somebody who doesn't see me the same way. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
And I don't have any guilt about not being there.
And see, but that's what I'm saying. That
I think the guilt for most people comes from because somebody else. Not the person. It's because somebody else might say something, and now you thinking about it.
If I have to wonder,
yeah, I don't
do that.
I don't either. But I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So yeah. I mean, in terms of and it's unfortunate because when I was younger, right, I was one of them people that's like, man, you know what? I would see like funerals of famous people, and I used to think that like, yeah, that's what I want. I want.
All these people at
my funeral mourning. Like now, I'm just like
I
have a party, have a get together, tell some stories, go home.
I would like to have a large funeral because I affected a large amount of people.
Yeah.
That's the only reason.
But even then, the people that affect a lot of people, they usually have private ceremony.
And I understand that too.
It's like private ceremony.
I understand that too.
Because I get it from the family's perspective. I get it because you don't want to be. It's.
Well, I won't be here for it anyway. So
you won't. They will, but you won't.
You will hope so, but yeah.
Hey, I won't be here. I won't care.
You won't be here for your own funeral.
I won't be here for my funeral. So,
like, yeah, I was standing in the back.
I spread my ashes, man.
Yeah, but hey, boundaries. All right, so you can't be there for everybody. Any other points? Closing thoughts for you?
Closing thoughts. I'll say this, man. You can't be there for everybody, and that's okay. That's it. That's all I got, man. Because you got to take care of yourself, man. If you're there for everybody else, who's going to take care of you? Nobody going to take care of you better than you. Mm-hmm. Holla at your boy, man. You know what time it is.
And that's all I got too, man. Hey, if you ain't taking care of yourself, you really can't take care of others. You really can't. If you are not in a space emotionally, you can't deal with other people's emotional trauma. If you're not in a space physically, you can't. All everything. Of it. Like it's like they say about when they talk about aircraft. Yeah, like when the oxygen mask falls, put your mask on first, and then you can help other people put theirs on. Because what good does it do that you help somebody else and now your life is in shambles? Yep.
Good luck, everybody else. I'm just joking. Anything? Calvin, you done?
No, he stole it. That was good.
I meant to say it earlier. I just didn't, there was a lot of going on.
Hey, wrap this up, B.
Hey, man.
Wrap it
we'll
up,
see
B.
y'all next week.
Yeah.